young wizard, come and see me when you are interested in a real challenge.
Why am I lagging today? Why am I lagging? Makes no sense why I'm lagging. Why is the internet like this today? What the hell? my god. Jeez Louise. All I want to do is play this game.
So you've come to learn the methods. I'm the master.
Wait, what did it? Why did I do that? Why do I keep lagging? Why can't anything work correctly? We don't care about the other stuff. I just care about getting maybe this shield. That's all I care about. Probably two of it. Two of those. Do-do-do-do-do. Da-da-da-da. Spirit Blade. Do 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 do. Let's get to this point. Teleport to the hub. Doom 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 doom. What the? No. Again with this BS. Alright. Let's see if I can get a team up. This is new. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go in solo this, cause I don't got no time for BS.
You're a powerful young wizard. I'll grant you that. But let us see how you fare against one who spent his lifetime mastering the use of traps.
Oh my god, I was in 2K as well. I'm in every game today. How's Dragonspire going? It's going pretty good. You know, trying to take care of business. Sometimes it's different because I haven't played it in a minute. I am just basically kind of just like I've been playing other games, so the problem is trying to get back in the feel of it. But thanks for asking, Toxic. It's going pretty good though. Kind of just starting, so I don't really have an idea of where I'm going with it yet. Play this game 2 or 3 months out of the year. I think most people are like that. Yeah, you know, it definitely be like that sometimes. However, it's always a great game to come back to. It's always something I really enjoy. what wizard are you? What? Just won't tell any of my buds. Yeah, same, same. It's a guilty pleasure, definitely guilty pleasure. But yeah, if you storm wizard, death wizard, what wizard do you typically run with?
You surprise me. I figured you'd fold like a piece of origami.
I go
Instead, you
between
handled yourself like a
balance,
warrior
storm,
born.
and
Take
myth.
these lessons to heart.
Balance and myth. You know, you are the first in a minute that I've heard someone say balance. Balance is good in PvP still, is it? I heard that's the PB. The rest of them are ignored. For me, I always ran with a Death Wizard even when I was a kid playing this game. Death was always kind of like my go-to. Maybe it's because I just liked. I think it was just kind of like I liked the aesthetics and the fact that my ass isn't doing PvP. My ass isn't doing PvP. Man, yeah. But for me, it's a Death Wizard though. I Halloween was my favorite holiday, and I love the Halloween kind of aesthetics. So I always ran with that. If not Death, I've ran with Balance. That's also a go-to of mine. Because, you know, also love the Egyptian aesthetics from Balance. I always thought that was pretty cool.
You've made it back, so apparently you've learned something. Now that you've been through strategy boot camp, it's time for your next challenge. You've yet to face our first great foe, the greatest champion of Dronic, the Shrouded Wizard's army. This very champion fought his way all the way to the throne of Dragonspire to claim it for his Lord Dronic. Show me that you will fight for Dragonspire and all it stands for. Use the skills you've been taught and defeat him.
Yeah, in this game, I like when spells of the worlds have a strong culture theme. Me too.
Use a crystal to summon
It's
Dronic's
really,
champion
it's
and
really
show him
cool.
what you're made of.
I find it very fascinating as well. And the funniest thing is, like, Egypt is one of those cultures that I've always kind of found very fascinating. It's probably why, like, even when I go to Universal Studios Hollywood, Revenge of the Mummy is my favorite ride, and I really take enjoyment out of just walking through the line at Universal Studios Hollywood's Revenge of the Mummy. What up, little bud? Considering I don't. Let me just pass. Wouldn't play if I had to do pets. You know, I do like pets if they come with spell cards. Pets are really good with spell cards, but you know, upgrading a pet breeding just sounds very. It feels like it drags on a lot. I agree with that. You know, pet the pet grind is very, very much a pain. I have one pet of each school at Mega, so I'm good. Hey, you know, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, that's really good. I don't have my pets yet at Mega. But I want to get this one definitely at Mega, the one I have right here, Mighty Shadow, because he has like a Death Cyclops spell card, and I thought that would be really useful. I mean, I got a couple Death pets, but I particularly use the ones that have spell cards along with them. I have found if you rehatch with the same 3 pets times in a row, it's good from there. Yes. Yes, it is. I basically, like, I run with only like a 3 pet rotation as well. I have like a couple pets, but I run with a 3 pet rotation on Death. Particularly the ones with the spell cards. And then the other pets I kind of just put in my house. Because I don't really need them. Or if I have duplicates, I end up just selling them straight up. As long as it has a blade and good talent, I don't care what it gives. Should be able to feed your pets to your other pets. Wait, I had no idea about this. You can actually cannibalize your pets. They don't let you. Oh. But you can feed gear to your pets. Interesting. And what does feeding gear give to your pets? Just like the basic health, like bars, or does it give them even XP or something? Interesting. Thank you for the tip, Toxic. That's very appreciated. In all my time of playing this game, I actually did not know that. I sadly have autism when it comes to this game, so any questions you got, I can answer. Don't worry, I have autism too. Very relatable answer. So don't trip about it. You're in a very safe space club with me. I feel that. I feel that. Only for likes games and then got the tism from my job. You know what? It be like that. Yeah, I have. It's funny when I hear about people having autism, because we can now speak freely about it. Back when I was a kid, it was like, oh, you have autism, and our parents make it sound like we had a disease back when I was a kid. But these days, it really, everyone's now prideful about it, and I really like to see the whole proud to be like freely to say without people looking at you with some kind of pity. Because I remember when I was a kid, and people like try to be friends with me out of pity instead of like genuinely being my friends. Back when I was a kid in elementary school, when I had autism, when people found out, it was like a obligation. But nowadays, everybody be real about that shit. Love it. Love all about it. I'm here for it.
You need to find something within the Great Chasm? Oh my. You might want to consider.
Yeah, they do
other options.
overdiagnose
It's
these
rather
days. They
dangerous,
definitely do. I don't want to make any like crazy outlandish speculation on why they do that, but part of me thinks, some people hand diagnoses to things so they can get special perks from the government. I don't want to be that guy that says that, but if the boot fits, the boot fits. So maybe. Research money, IMO. I don't know. What do you mean by that? Research money? Care to elaborate? What's going on, little man? Feeling a little...
Oh, hello.
You can't go to bed quite yet.
I am Chief Vault Clerk Balia Windgazer.
Can get grants if it's your field. So the more you diagnose, the more money you can get. That is very true. There's no insensitive structure to no diagnosis in general. Very, very true. I like that take. That's a very, very good take, Toxic. I like that. That's a very good take. You've definitely done your research. I'm impressed. Good job, man. Good job. It's a good, and you got a good insight on that stuff. Impressive. back in here again, I think. Completed the goal. Go talk to alright. Edric. Okay. Do-do-do-do-do. You know, the funniest thing is, like, I haven't really beat Malistaire
Those are the notes.
yet.
Thank you for
I've never experienced beating Malistaire in all my time playing Wizard101. I know, shocker.
remember now.
But
I had I'm so
I remember as a kid, there was always a subscription block, and it was always paid to win. And obviously, when you don't, back when I played this originally, you know, my family, they wouldn't give me a subscription, you know, because I was the, you know, they would pay sometimes, give me some crowns here and there, but I never really got to Dragonspire until obviously when I got older. And I had my own money and stuff like that. The irony is, like, a lot of games today feel very paid to win. Even the games back then, which is crazy. You know, a lot of these things, free sites that claim to be free, it's not always free. And as a kid, and the fact that originally it was promoted to kids. My mom thought Wizard101 caused a virus on her computer. Okay, interesting fact. Did you know she is actually probably like half right on that, because there were links back in the day that weren't really Wizard101 links, but they were promoting like crazy there was like fake links on sites where they promoted Wizard101, but then it was actually a virus instead. So there were fake links. Was actually the porn my brother was downloading, or that could definitely play a major factor too. But there was fake links on specific like pirating sites and kids, like for like pirating TV show sites. And some kids didn't know that, and they thought it was like an actual Wizard101 link, and it actually did lead to a virus. Interesting enough. I would know because I, as a kid, was one of those kids that were fooled by it. Yeah, not you. You were one of the lucky ones then, because my mom then put the kibosh on Wizard101 for a minute, thinking that was Wizard101. But over time, I realized that wasn't the case. And I explained it back to my mom, and I was able to get back on it again a little later after some research. And but it's unfortunate because, you know, I was in that pickle where I couldn't do that. Defeat crystal crawlers. Okay, okay. How many do I need to defeat? Probably just 2 or 3, knowing this game. Come on, give me another crystal crawler. Don't. Hopefully that one doesn't come before that crystal crawler behind me. There we go. There we go. I wasn't able to get it till I had money to go to the gas station and buy the prepaid Wizard101 cards. Oh my god, I remember those. That's so funny. That is so funny that you had one of those prepaid Wizard101 cards. That's crazy. That's how you know you're OG, man. That's how you know you're OG when you got backstories like that. Do you remember, like, the spell cards back then had, like, different animations than what they do now? I would grind the fuck out of it 1 month. Same, bro. Same. Oh my god, that is so... I sometimes I'll go a whole month just grinding. Remember the... She's slapping? Yes, I do. I do. That's so funny. I remember... You know what I do remember, though? Do you remember that you remember those, like, those little flying goblin things that those flying little goblin things used to have a different dance move? Like, used to sing a different song, actually. Originally, the life one, it was like a life, those, like, little life goblins. I can't remember what they were called, though. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. And the funniest thing is, like, no one believes me that they originally played a different song and a different tune when they came out. If I recall, there we go. Thank you. Yes. That is the correct one, Toxic. Yes, you got that. Yes, that is the correct name. And when I try to explain it to people, they don't believe me, and it's funny. Oh, that person teleported on top of me. Oh. Mind if I help you a bit for my quest? I guess if this person wants to just tag along, go right ahead. $170. Just swap realms after you say yes. Oh, is this you, buddy? It's not you? Oh my god. I thought this was you for a funny. I would have died of laughter. I would have been dying, bro. That would have been hilarious.
This one's not perfect, but now what?
Interesting enough, this person wants to tag along with me. Not complaining. I don't mind a 170 tagging along. Makes the job a little easier. But not sure why this person would be down to tag along a level 57. Use the crystal charger to in the okay. Okay. I see. I see. Interesting. Side quest for them to unlock spells. Ew. I have a question, though, for you. how do you feel about the game going to console finally after like forever it not being on console?
You are about to enter a dungeon. If you log...
Like, I'm just curious. A little too late? I agree. It does kind of feel a little late. But I get what they were trying to do. You know, they had like this... They had this idea. They should be cross-play. Is that what you are trying to mean? Not cross-save, cross-play? Yes, they should be cross-play. If that's what you're meaning by that. Yes, I agree. No, cross-save. You know what? Also a good idea. But do you think it should be cross-play as well? Or is it going to be cross-play? Those are a couple questions I'm curious on your opinion on that. Is it cross-play? And if it's not, do you think it should be cross-play? Beginning, no. Later on, yes. Okay, that's a very fair answer. I like that answer. Yeah, because you don't want the. I think you know what, I actually do agree with that answer, because if they release it and it gets a little buggy in the beginning, you don't want it to affect the PC players that have already been there. You want to make sure the console players deal with all the glitchiness, because there's probably going to be bugs in the beginning. I think the console players are going to have a bit of bugs, but I do if there are bugs, and I don't know, how's it going to run on the Switch? You know what? Interesting questions. You know, I think it's going to be very interesting, because it does introduce people to, it does make it's, I think it's really good for Wizard101, because it does broaden their audience for sure to have this now officially added to consoles. Because you never know, a kid could pick this up and be down to play this game. But I think it should definitely not connect with PC players right away. But I do think once all the kinks are fixed and good to go, I think it should be cross-play. And, you know, it should be fun, because it definitely will open some doors for them. But it is a little late. Yes, Xbox would most likely be to either Xbox or PlayStation would probably be more likely to go to consoles to basically do that. But I do think Xbox more likely. I do agree with Xbox more likely, though. But I wouldn't be surprised if PlayStation also builds something too. I think people playing on the Switch would be a bit weird. It would be very interesting if people actually play on the Switch on this. True. Xbox definitely has the bigger shot to be the more go-to for this game, for sure. And I do think it's going to be... I think we're underestimating probably potentially how popular this could be if it goes to consoles. It could go very... It could just be the same outcome, or it could go very popular. I'm just going to stay at 50-50, though, on the idea of it, because, yes, it is a bit too late, but also, weirdly enough, it also could pan out either way, because of the fact it will introduce it people to the game for the first time. But I wonder, are they going to update the graphics, though? That's an interesting question also. Are they going to update the graphics once it actually officially goes to console? They kind of have to, don't you think?
That's it. That battery is ready. I can't tell you how long I've waited for this. Please, young Wizard.
They need cross-save for the takeoff. That is for sure. That's 1,000% correct.
You are about to...
I played it. I played it on Xbox just to try it out. It looks fine. Interesting. Okay.
The crystal shimmers and begins displaying images from past, present, and future, all colliding together. A portal seems to form in the center.
I think it's going to be good for me. No matter what. Because, my son... So, quick question. It's already out on console, isn't it?
You are about to enter.
Since it sounds like you've already I played it on Xbox just to try it out. Just Xbox previews. Okay. It's like in an alpha. Oh, okay, okay. I think it's going to be really cool once it goes to consoles because, you know, then my son can play it with me. Baby Cookie. What level are you? I am level 57. Baby Cookie. Trying to get to, you know, move up on the ladder. Trying to get to level 60 though. Trying to get to level 60. What are you going to do when you hit 60? First off, it will be the highest I've ever done. I'm finally trying to cross this off of my bucket list. As a kid, I was never able to beat this because all the pay blocks and stuff like that. And for me, it's important for me to finally beat this game one day. And that's why I came back, and I'm in it to win it. Yeah, you know what? No offense, I might not know what you're talking about. If it has to do with the game, because given the fact that I probably haven't really been involved with a lot of the game, you know, and I'm trying to, like, get in touch with everything, and I'm trying to learn everything, so I'm open-minded. What do you mean by that, Baby Cookie? I'm very interested. Waterworks drops the best gear at level 60. Really? Thank you for that information. I would definitely appreciate that. I'll definitely be down to check that out. Thank you, Toxic, for helping me out there. As well, kind of pointing that out, that even though I've played this game multiple times, I'm still kind of just like... You got to remember, when I played the game, Malistaire was the final boss. And now there's like 3 different bosses. There's three different arcs. But when I originally played the game, there was only one arc. Okay, Unk.
Lords of Light, hold back that creature while I log the final vault.
You know what? Technically, I probably am technically in a lot of ways an Unk. Cause, you know, the problem is I might be 27. But the problem is things have so many We are starting Arc 5 this fall. For real. Is that a real thing? I got called Unk probably like 2 years ago when people told me when I found out no one knew who Drake and Josh was. There were people I talked to that had no idea the show Drake and Josh, and I wanted to die hearing that news.
Take this vault key away from the city. I must stay to keep the army from the vaults.
Because that was like the first time I felt old. And I was like 25 years old. Got called Unk by... Dang, really? Hold on, I'll be right back, you two. Sorry about that. Used to call me Poppy now. I'm Unk. Yeah, for me, like, literally, I was called Unk this year, but I felt old like 2 years ago when no one knew who a Jake and Josh was. But I'm definitely, I think a lot of the reasons why I feel older is because obviously I have a kid, and you know, I'm married and all that stuff, and I have a kid that's turning 6 next week. And it's funny because when you become a dad, you feel like 10 times older too. Michael. Okay, Unk. I wonder who that could be. Yes, I wonder who. Maybe a guy in this chat, perhaps? By the name of Toxic in here? Yes, it is definitely a mystery, my friend. Definitely a mystery.
Wait, I know. Take the portal stone to the end of the street. You should be able to enter the next ring of Dragonspire. Go, with my blessings.
We have entered into the next ring of Dragonspire. Let's go. We are moving along nicely. This you. Toxic, you fuck. Okay, okay, that's a G move right there, buddy. I love that.
You've got what you came for then. Now that you...
All right, Toxic. All right. You a G. You're a real one for that one. That one's that's fucking hilarious. Went all the way to fucking find me. Added me. Straight call me Unk. Incredible sense of humor over here. Well played, my friend. And I'll do it again. I bet you will. I bet you will. Alrighty. Teleport. Damn.
Good work. You found your... Go Go to the giant crystal in the center of this room and place your portal stone against it. This will attune you to the portal stone.
All right.
You hold the portal stone against the giant crystal and feel it become attuned to you. It tickles a little bit.
The fucking dialogue tickles a little bit.
Congratulations. You now have a portal stone and can travel to the necropolis as you choose. With that portal stone, you can now go through the grand gate and into the ring of battle. Proceed up the road to the necropolis.
Okay, cool. On to the next. Explore the plaza. Roger, roger. All right. Chris, level 170. Hello, Chris. To the plaza.
Excellent work. You've gained access to the next ring. Events are... I have interesting news. My brother cared deeply for his wife, Sylvia Drake, so much so that he brought her body with him to Dragonspire and entombed her within the necropolis.
Wasn't his wife the life wizard prior to her, like life wizard teacher prior to her death? If I recall to the storyline.
You must venture forth to the necropolis and find her remains. The path of the hero is not as glamorous as you thought.
Malister's wife was the life teacher. See, I remember everything from the fucking first arc a little bit. That shit I remember.
You must return the crystal to me, and I will take the necessary next steps.
Go to Sylvia's tomb. Completed my quest. Cool, cool, cool. Damn. Did your helper ditch you? Yes. Yes, she did. Truly unfortunate. The leader has removed you. Yep. Oh well. It is what it is. Go on and leech, my friend. Go on and leech. Can't pour it into you, or I would. How about this? After I finish this one and wrap this one up, you can just leech onto me. Because I'm going to probably have another quest right away after this. Sound good? That's what you were going to do? Well, okay then. Doom. Thought I was going to finish that one shot, but, you know, I forgot about that death shield. Damn it. Oh, well. Well. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Spend all that crap. I'm gonna have to wait. Should be more than enough. Well, unfortunately, Toxic, I got my father duties today, so I'm going to have to dip on this stream. However, I will be online again tonight. If you want, you can tag along with me, and I can help you with your quests. And I will see you then, all right? I will see you probably around 8 p.m. Pacific time, okay? So be back on here at 8 p.m. Pacific time, and I will definitely help you with your quest. Anyways, thank you for watching, and thank you for all the conversations, my friend. See you then.